Let's refresh the page and see if our changes are going to be adequate. So that is our code change. So let's put a breakpoint so we can observe what happens. So I come here and then it says enter a value like 300 pixels. So let's give it 300 pixel. I click on change size. It should bring me into this method, the function, which it is doing. So first I'm saying get me the value of the element. So click on this step into. Okay, what is the value of x that I entered? 300 pixel. Good. So my variable x is holding 300 pixel. Now I'm getting box 1. So when you hover over box 1 variable, it should say div box1 dot box. So that is correct then. Then we got the right element. Now I am setting the style and the width. Okay. Now look at my screen. The box got bigger. So let me change this to 20 pixel. Got really small. 50 pixel. So this is powerful because we are manipulating the dimensions of a div on the HTML using JavaScript. So that is why it is powerful. So before you wonder like how I know what to use and all that, you have to remember that you have to read through the links I've provided. If you don't understand how to access some property, you can't memorize all of it. So you have to use the reference, the DOM reference. So I have it as part of the lesson, so you should be able to access that. So that is the first part of the coding. Second part is I have another box here called box 2, and I want to change its shape, the length and the width. So I'm giving 2 parameters. So again, click on this to find which one it is. So I'm button 2, and I want my input to be width and height. Those are the names. So I'm interested in button 2. I'm interested in this width of this guy, width, which is the name of this guy, and height, which is the name of this guy. Okay, let's do it. So first step, I go to my button 2 and I add on click, change shape. Then go to your JavaScript, say function, change shape. Again, it's the same thing. So we say first we get the width, document.get element by ID. The name of that element is width dot value. And then for the height, I'm going to copy this because I'm lazy. This is going to be height. You can even make this W and H if you want, so that it's not confusing. Var W and var H. Okay, and then I'm going to take it box 2. Box 2 dot style width equal to W. Oops. So let's test it. Here's my box. Let's make sure the new source code has changed. Okay, shape is here. So I'm going to enter 20 pixel by 200 pixel and click. Okay, the shape of this box changed. So let me make it 200 by 150 pixel. Change shape. You have to remember, if I give wrong input like this without pixel in it, it is not going to work. It won't work because JavaScript is going to ignore that value because it is invalid. So that is how error handling happens. So just the code doesn't work, and then we wonder why. There you go. Okay, So I got my, it's not just the height and the width can be modified, anything can be modified. It's just what you want to accomplish. So we will see a couple other examples also. Okay, so we change the size, we change the shape. So how about we change the content of this link here? So I have a link here. So this link says take to google.com or something. That is what the link is doing. Okay, let me just look at the HTML. Okay, here. Let's put HTTP here. I think I forgot. So I have a link here. Here, if you hover over the link in the bottom left of the screen, you can see it takes you to google.com. So let's click that. It took me to Google. Let's go back. Okay, so this link is coded so that it will take me to google.com. What if I can write code so that when I type here, whatever I type here should go here. This link should be changed to point to this website. What if I can do that? How would I do that? So I have a button, a link, and a text box. So I take this content. When you click on this button, I take this content. So this is going to be an input box, right? And then I put it as a content for this A tag. That's what this is. How would I do that? So I would write a function called change link content. So I would call this function in the on click of button 3. Remember, you always have to have the parenthesis. These guys are really important. Okay, so my link name is link1. My input name is link text, or maybe we can call it so the link content will come from this guy, link content 1, link 1. Okay, so let's get the link content. So I got the content of that value variable. Then I need the actual ahref link. This is the link we are changing. So link dot href, that's an attribute, equal to link content. So if this guy comes as Facebook, I am setting the href to that. So what is href? Href is an attribute. So if you look at a link, its href is an attribute. You can change the ID. We don't want to, but you can change the ID if you want. And then you can change this content here. We are going to do both here. So I just updated what the link is pointing to, and also I can update the, so this is where your link's content changes. Updated what the link says. So both are changing now. Let's look. Okay, so I say here, always say with HTTP. If I say facebook.com, I want here, instead of click here, I want facebook.com here, and when I click on it, it should take me to facebook.com. So let's say change link. See, the text of my link changed, and when I click on it, the link reference also changed. So both have changed. Okay, what if I